Hi, I'm Klaus from Coffee Collective and I'm going to show you our AeroPress recipe. The AeroPress is one of our favorite brew methods because it's a very versatile brewer and it's very cheap and doesn't break because it's all made of plastic, so it's great for traveling too. For this recipe, of course, you'll need an AeroPress. You'll need some of the fine AeroPress paper filters. You'll need something to brew into, a scale with a timer. You'll need a good grinder. You'll need hot water and a pouring kettle. And of course you'll need fresh roasted delicious coffee. The AeroPress is a full immersion brewer. That means that all the coffee and all the water will be in contact for a period of time, and then you'll separate the grounds from your brewed coffee. The AeroPress has the benefit that you're pressing everything through a very fine paper filter that allows you a much cleaner cup of coffee than, for example, a French press. But you still get this full textured, rich extraction that is a little bit more like a French press than it is a filter coffee. I would say it's a good in-between. And it's definitely one of the most versatile brewers because you can do a very fine grind and do a very heavy concentrated extraction. Or you can do it the way that I'm about to show you, which is more in the filter range of coffees. Today I'm gonna be using the new clear AeroPress just because it's a little more visual. The standard one is just as fine. And if you want to brew the XL, you just double up in amounts of coffee and water and keep everything else the same. Begin by measuring out 16 grams of coffee for this recipe, where we're going to use 230 grams of water. And then we're gonna grind the coffee fresh. Begin by disassembling your AeroPress and put a paper filter in the bottom here. Some people at home like to use 2 paper filters. I actually don't think it's necessary, but it can be nice if you want a little bit more filtration. Screw it into the bottom, place it on top, and pour just a little bit of water through to rinse the paper filter. I don't find that the AeroPress filters give off much flavor, and because this is made of plastic, you don't really need to preheat it. But in case there's a little bit of old coffee sitting in the bottom filter holder, I think it's nice to just rinse a little bit through and make sure it's nice and clean. Pour out the rinse water and place everything on top of the scale and pour in the coffee. And level it just so it's flat. Tare your scale and then grab your hot water kettle. Start the timer as you begin pouring, and we're gonna pour everything pretty fast, up to 230 grams of water. Then we're gonna remove it from the scale and put the piston here on top. Put it down a little bit and suck it up. At 1 minute, remove the plunger and give it a gentle stir with a spoon, just back and forth. You don't want to go around because you don't want to create a swirling motion. You just want to break the crust here. Put the plunger back on top and then press slowly and gently. If you force the pressure too much, you might end up breaking the paper filter. You'll force through many solids through the filter. And actually it's easier to press if you press very gently. Press all the way and you're done. Now all that's left is to give it a good stir or a good swirl and then pour it into your cup. Let it cool down a little bit and then enjoy the taste of a fresh brewed delicious AeroPress. Cheers. Thanks for watching.